The clock is ticking. The UAE's e-invoicing mandate is being phased in, and by July 2026, B2B and B2G invoices must be fully digital, real-time, and tuple compliant. You have probably heard the buzzwords: PID AE, five-corner model, access point. But here's the real question. Is your tech stack ready? Because going live isn't just about flipping a switch, it's about knowing whether your technology, processes, people are mature enough to support seamless, compliant, and e-invoicing at scale. This isn't just an IT concern, it's finance, tax, and operations issue. So let's walk through a clear chapter by chapter readiness assessment to find out where you stand and what you need to fix. So let's start with the most critical piece. Are you compliant with the current UAE mandates? The LTA expects mandatory data fields, legal names, VAT numbers, invoice status, line item details, structured XML or paper-based format, secure real-time submission to a certified access point, digital signature or possibly QR codes, timely transmission to the invoice registration portal. Your system should generate, validate, and submit invoices in real time. No shortcuts, no half integration. So do a quick test. Can you trace one invoice from creation to FTA acknowledgement with all the required fields intact? If you can't, your compliance is fragile and your tech stack isn't ready. Auditors won't just check what you have sent. They'll ask you, can you prove it hasn't been tampered with? So here's where authenticity and integrity comes into play. A mature tax stack should apply digital signatures on outgoing invoices, should log, change, and should be able to verify the sender identity and also preserve unaltered XML copies for legal proof. If your invoices can be changed post submission or you don't have a clear audit trail, your system lacks legal defensibility. If your ERP billing system and e-invoicing tool doesn't speak the same language, you're bound for friction. A mature stack integrates ERP and accounting platforms with e-invoicing middleware, real-time data exchange with the access points and the FTA, automated status updates, retrieves, and invoice acknowledgements. So ask your IT team, is this system event-driven or does it require manual intervention? Can it push failed transactions for automated retries? Because if your finance team is emailing PDFs when the system fails, you're not integrated, you're just duct taping. What happens after the invoice is submitted? In the UAE, e-invoices must be securely archived depending on the business type and the jurisdiction. So here's what your system should offer: machine-readable storage, role-based access control, tamper-evident backups, index search for quick retrieval, redundancy, and disaster recovery. Bonus points if your storage systems logs who accessed what, when, and why. Even the best e-invoicing system can't fix the bad master data. Customer VAT numbers incorrect, addresses, missing legal names. These are the top cases of rejections. So you need to assess your customer and supplier master records, tax codes and category mappings, product and service descriptions. Are they standardized? Are they clear? Are they validated just before the invoice generation? Set up recurring data audits. Assign ownership, because if your base data is messy, your entire tax stack suffers. Technology alone won't protect you. You need process control. You need to ask, do you have clear SOPs for invoice generation and submission? Is there an approval step before validation? How do you handle the exceptions, like amended or cancelled invoices, or error messages routed to the right part with accountability? Map your workflows, review your edge cases, and ensure your team knows what to do when something goes wrong. Even the most automated platform needs trained operators. So ask yourself, have the finance and the tax team been trained on UAE specific mandates? Do the IT teams know how to troubleshoot integration failures? Are the new hires onboarded into your compliance SOPs? A mature tax stack comes with mature training plans. So if your stack still refers to the old invoice templates or uses the term PE submission, it's time for a refresher. E-invoicing in UAE isn't static. The FTA is evolving couple rules, adding new validation rules, and expanding the coverage. So what does a mature tax stack do? It would be able to monitor the MOF and the FTA updates quickly, subscribe to the access point change logs, test new schema versions in the sandbox before rollout, has internal owners assigned to the regulatory updates. The ecosystem gets blindsided by a schema change or rejections start piling up one after the other. You're not reactive. A tax stack maturity isn't about inexpensive tools. It's about confidence. Confidence in every invoice, confidence your ERP syncs with your e-invoicing, confidence that your data is clean, your teams are trained, and your systems can evolve. So you have covered all the key areas. You're ready. If not, now's the time to act. At Complyance, we help you build a tax stack maturity that lasts with real-time validation, secure PayPal integration, master data control, audit-ready archiving.